This is calculator question number 17. College Board gives us a system of equations and asks for the value of this odd expression 2w plus 3t. To solve this on the SAT, I would use the calculator, and I'll do that shortly, but first let's do it by hand. I have 4w plus 5t equals 25. If I multiply this equation through by -2, which will give me -4w, that will add with 4w to give me 0w, -4w minus 8t equals -28. Make sure you multiply each term by -2 and don't drop the negative, and don't forget to multiply the constant on the right-hand side. When I add these, 4w minus 4w is 0w. That's why I chose to multiply by -2. 5t minus 8t is -3t. 25 minus 28 is -3. If I divide both sides by -3 to get t by itself, I get t equals 1. With t equals 1, I have 2w plus 4 times t is 4 times 1 equals 14. If I subtract 4 from both sides, since I know that 4 times 1 is 4, I get 2w equals 10, or w equals 5 if I divide both sides by 2 again. With t equals 1, w equals 5. 2w is 2 times 5. And 3t is 3 times 1. That's 10 plus 3 equals 13. And choice C would be our answer. Alternatively, I can solve this on the calculator, and that is my favorite method for systems of equations on the calculator section. If I write the system 4w plus 5t equals 25, 2w plus 4t equals 14, and I put this in matrix form, notice that the variables are in the same order for both equations, equals a constant by itself without a variable on the right. So I have 4, 5, 25, 2, 4, 14. If I then ask the calculator for reduced row echelon form, REF, it gives me 1, 0, 0, 1 for the first two columns. And then when I go to matrix, math, when I correctly go to matrix math and scroll down to reduce row echelon form and then matrix names and the name I gave my matrix, it gives me my third column is 5, 1. If I reverse the process that took me from a system to a matrix and take this matrix to a system, the first row says 1w plus 0t equals 5, which is the same as w equals 5. And the second row says 0w plus 1t equals 1, and that's the same as t equals 1. And this is much faster and more accurate than doing this by hand. There's no opportunity for an arithmetic error that might give you one of the common wrong answers. If you make an error with reduced row echelon form, typically that error will be hitting the wrong key, which is unlikely to give you one of their answer choices, so you're more likely to catch it. Plus, we can always substitute these back into the original equation. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 5 times 1 is 20, plus 5 is 25. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 4 times 1 is 10, plus 4 is 14. So that solution does work for both equations. We've confirmed our answer. I would encourage you to review reduced row echelon form for solving systems and matrices. It will save you time for calculator questions on systems. And congratulations to my seniors who graduated high school last night and they're moving on to college. Come back soon for my next video. With math, there's always more.